Okay, good morning. Welcome back to another Tuesday class. It's going to be all ages, beginners, intermediate. So first we're going to do the warm-ups, first form, second form, and third, fourth, and the 5 stanzas. Okay, let's begin. Shoulder width, round down. Turn to your right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Next, palms on your waist. Raise your right hand. Side bend. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Next, palms in front of you. Tilt forward. Try to stretch a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Switch to your right. 1, 2, 3. To your left. 1, 2, 3. Palms up. Palms down. Exhale. Again. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Palms up. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Palm down. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Palms up. Inhale. Exhale. Palms in the waist. Okay. Turning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Cross your arms, bend your knees, place your palms on your knees. Knee rotations to your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Okay, you're going to switch. Switch palms, switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Palms in your waist. Neck exercises. Turn to your right. Turn. 1. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Okay, up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Tilton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Okay, rotations, 3 counts. 1, 2, and 3. Switch. 1, 2, and 3. Deep breathing. Palms in. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1, 2, and 3. Open up. Heels out. Toes. Inhale. Turn to your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Interlace the fingers. Turn to your right. You're going to stretch. Try to keep your spine straight. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, stand up. Turn. Bend from the waist. Stretch. If you're not too flexible, just go as far as you can. Try not to hold your breath. Okay, switch. Okay, switch. Switch again. Okay, middle. Okay, turn to your right. Turn to your left. Again, to your right. Left. Okay, middle. Open up. Just go as far as you can. Okay, switch. Switch. Okay, if you're not flexible, don't worry. Just go as far as you can. Okay, middle. Okay, one knee bent, other one straight. You can put your toe up. Switch. Switch. Toe down. And switch. Okay, up. Shake it out. Close it. Deep breathing. Inhale. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Feet 2 inches apart. Place your right palm in front of you, punching. Okay, switch. Left hand. Okay, switch to the side. Okay, switch. Okay, next, both palms up. Try to bend slightly. One palm up, one down. Okay, continue. Okay, next, with the edge of the fist, you're gonna turn. Begin, punch. Okay, switch. Okay, next, both palms in front of you, circles in front. Okay, you can take your time. One palm after the other one. If you're intermediate, you can speed it up a little bit. Okay, back fist to the side. Okay, switch. Okay, palms down, deep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. Next, we're gonna do the horse stance with the basic blocks and punching. Okay, feet 3 inches apart. Bend your knees, heels out, toes out, heels out, toes out slightly. Okay, you're gonna bend your knees. So this is your horse stance. Punching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, close. 1, 2, and 3. Low block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Extend. Close. 1, 2, and 3. Middle block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Extend. Close. 1, 2, and 3. High block. About eyebrow level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Extend. 1, 2, and 3. All 3 punches. Low, middle, high. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Extend. 1, 2, and 3. Low block, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Both palms in front. Close. 1, 2, and 3. Middle block, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, close. 1, 2, and 3. High block, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 and 2. Close. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, next we're going to do press to the side. Open up your hands. Slightly bend the thumb. 3 fingers. Palms back. Press to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, next, palms back. Press low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, eyebrow level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, thrust, turn, flip, close. 1, 2, 3. Okay, close the stance, heel, toes, heels, and toes. Shake it out. Deep breathing. Inhale up, exhale down. 1, 2, and 3. Next, we're going to do the kicks. Okay, take your right foot, bring it to the back. You should be in the leaning stance. Both palms in front of you. 2 punches and a kick. 1, 2. Bring your knee up and a kick with the instep. 1 and back. Okay, 6 counts. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, switch. You're going to kick with your left foot. Okay, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, switch. Next kick is going to be the heel. The reason why it's called the heel, because you do 2 punches, raise your knee, and kick with the heel, the bottom of the foot. Okay, back to leaning stance, palms up, ready, 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, switch. You're going to kick with your left foot now. Okay, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, switch. Next, straight kick up. Try not to bend the knee. Just go as far as you can. If you cannot kick too high, just go as far as you can. 6 counts. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, good. Switch. Kick with your left foot now. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oop, I did too many. That's okay. Okay, next, roundhouse to the waist. Okay, 1, 2, turn your, pivot your toe, bring your knee up, and a kick. 1 and back. 6 counts. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, switch. You're going to kick with your left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. Shake it out. Deep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, get a drink of water. Usually this is a little break, 30-second break. So again, we're going to go over the 5 stances, and then we'll do the forms. Get a drink of water, and we should have plenty of time to do the forms. Okay, 5 stances. Stand shoulder width. Okay, palms on the side. Okay, begin. 1, 2, open your fingers. Push. 1, 2, pull, open. Okay, 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Thrust up, down, thrust to the side, close. 1, 2, 3. Set up your hands, bend your knees, open up, offset horse stance, block. Okay, slide step, leaning, punch, step through, leaning, remove, turn, punch, dragon, double, dragon, okay, spin, corner back fist, block, suspended, punch, step back, open, okay, leaning, raise your knee, okay, if you cannot jump, I'm just gonna step 1, 2, chop, leaning, and close. Shake it out. Inhale, 1, 2, and 3. So those movements are in the first and second form. Those that know the form might know it. I'm going to face this way. Okay. 1, 2, open, turn. 1, 2, open. 1, 2, 3. Thrust up, down, to the side, press, close, salute. 1, 2, 3. Set up your hands, open, slide step, punch, leaning, step through, remove, turn, punch, cross step, spin, corner back fist, eyebrow level, block, punch, step back, leaning, up. So this time I'm going to hop, chop, uppercut, close, shake it out, deep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. Shake it out. Okay, facing the camera. 1, 2, 3. Push, pull, open. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. Press, salute, close. 1, 2, 3. Set up your hands, set your block, bend your knees, open up, offset, block, slide step, leaning, punch, step through, remove, turn, punch, cross step, dragon's tail, they refer to it, spin, corner back fist, dragon, suspended, punch, set up your hands, horse stance, offset, leaning, knee up, hop, chop, uppercut, close. Okay, shake it out. So that was the 5 stances. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, shake it out. We're going to do the first form, Moi Falcon. Okay, I'm going to step on this side, maybe over here. Okay, if you want a different view, send a message to Lucianne, either the YouTube, through FaceTime, or the website, but most likely use it from the YouTube. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, salute. Step back, 1, 2, 3. Bend the knees, relax, turn, offset, high block, low block, twist stance. Step through, dragon. Step back, block, scoop, uppercut, remove, leaning, turn, punch, squat down, uppercut, remove, turn, punch, suspended. Okay, horse stance. Lean to the rear, lean back to the front, drunken fist, high block, step, punch, squat down, uppercut, slide step, turn, squat down, trapping hand, cross, cutting hands, step to leaning, remove, turn, step, remove, elbow, back fist, palm, eye block. Okay, outside crescent kick, jump, kick, step, press, trapping hand, step back fist, remove, block, punch, step, 1, 2, slide step, palm, scoop, press, kick, punch, dragon, step back, okay, slide step, turn to leaning, punch, block, salute, step back, 1, 2, 3, shake it out, deep breathing, inhale, exhale down, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, second form, Hung Gar Kung Fu. Okay. Okay, feet 3 inches apart again, palms on the side, 1, 2, 3, step, turn, step, salute, 1, 2, turn your feet, turn, 1, 2, turn, 1, 2, close, punch up, down, open, press, 1, 2, 3, punch, step, 1, 2, 3, press, kick, punch, 1, 2, slide step, 1, diagonal punch, 1, double block, middle, dragon. Okay, cross step, 1, 2, scoop, press, kick, switch, thrust, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, step through, slide step, 1, remove, 2, down, back fist, step, slide step, punch, diagonal punch, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is all the same, just repeats. Cross step, spin, palm, scoop, press, kick, switch, thrust, open, chop. Okay, blade kick, 1, phoenix eye. Set up your hands, turn, 1, 2, oops, 3, 1, 2, 3, step, block, 2, block, uppercut, 1, offset, slide your foot back, chop, slide back, elbow, strike down, back fist. Set up your fingers, your hands, 1, 2, 3, salute, 1, step back, 2, and 3. Shake it out. Deep breathing, inhale, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, next, we do the third form, Bambukun. That's the northern form, praying mantis. Okay, hopefully I'm in the view of the camera so you guys can see. Okay, I think this would be good. 1, 2, 3. Block. Step 1, 2. Up. 3 steps. 1, 2. Leaning. Step through. 1. Cross step. 1, 2. Elbow. Back fist. Set up your hands. Thrust. Pull. High block. Set up your hand. Change your fist. Scoop. Set up. 1, 1, 2, 3. Punch. Step. Uppercut. 1, 2, 3. Step through. 1. Grab. Pull. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Pull. 2. 1, 2. Punch. Set up your hands. Scoop. 1, 2. Switch. 3. Kick. Kick. Slap. Turn. 1, 2. Turn to the other corner. 1, 2. Turn. 1, 2. Middle. 3 punches. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2. Chop. Hook. Back fist. Okay, cutting hand. 1, 2, 3. Leaning. Step through. 1, 2, 3. And close. Okay, shake it out. Deep breathing. Inhale. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we're going to do fourth form. Okay, so it's Jen. Okay, feet 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Up. Thrust. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Pivot. Thrust. Down. Offset. Turn. Heel. Toe. Turn. Thrust. Close. Offset. Trapping hand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Offset. Slide your foot back. Trapping hand. Cutting hand. Palm. Punch. 1, 2. Turn. 1, 2. Close. Up. 1, 2, 3. Press. 1. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scoop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up. Down. Remove. 1, 2, 3. Close. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Offset. 1. Double block. She should be leaning. Thrust. 1, 2. 1, 2. Offset. Turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Step. Block. Scoop. Uppercut. Remove. Turn. 1, 2. Repeats. 1, 2. Remove. 1, 2. Okay, step. 1, 2. Actually, punch. Step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scoop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Punch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. Corner back fist. Turn. Switch. Slide through. 1, remove elbow, strike down, palm, cutting hand, palm, turn. You're gonna jump, double press, eyebrow level, palm, double block, middle, back fist. Okay, step 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna switch back so that way I'm in the camera. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Suspended. Trunk and fist. High block. Chop. You're gonna scoop. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Shake it out. Deep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. So right about now, I think Sifu usually comes in and takes over. But I guess I'll do the beginning of Gunji. So that's the 5th form. While he comes in, we'll do that. So this is a little bit more intermediate. But you can follow along if you're able to. I'm going to face the camera because you're mostly in a horse stance. Oh, he's right there. Right on time. See? See, right on time. All right.
So how's it doing? No questions. Did we mention anything about the reopening, Lucian? No. Okay. So for those of you who are following, we're going to be probably doing a reopening or a soft opening at the end of June because we're in phase 3 of the reopening. So phase 3, it really will begin, actually is June 28th. So we'll probably end up right around the beginning of July, and we have 4th of July weekend coming up. So we're going to have a soft opening and a new schedule coming out for July and August for the summer, and then a new schedule will kick in for September. Hopefully a lot of things will be back to normal by then, or at least still abiding by the social distancing and the guidelines that allow us to open. So if you plan to come back, you can email us. We'll be sending out a schedule soon for June, actually for end of June and early July. And hopefully you can kind of look at that schedule and see what happens for yourself to see when you will come back, because we're trying to base it on who's coming back and the number of classes we have. But the number of classes will get scaled back some, but because the streaming is going to continue. So anyone that's following, don't worry about the streaming. We're going to continue to do that because we have a following. And if you want to let us know even more as to how much you like the streaming, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. Subscribing is very important because that'll give you the notifications. And share this with anyone that you know to go to YouTube, go to the site calvinshin.com or CCMAA, because that's really going to help us with the traffic as well as how many videos we do per week, because that we need to know how many people are following. All right, on that note, so when we go through all the basics, a lot of times we go through basic positioning. So what's the purpose for these basic positioning is because we're using this as a tool to gauge where our movements are. All right. So when we do a middle block or middle block like this is what's happening. So when we go this way, or this way, or this way, that's a direction of movement. Because remember, all movements have a direction. And what you have to do is define that direction of movement and then get the body to understand and recognize how to move from one position to the next. So as an example, when we're in the form and I throw a punch, okay, and I throw a punch, what's really happening is it goes from here to there, this goes from there to there, and you alternate it. So there's where the coordination comes in. Now, if I'm here, where do I go? I can go to this position. Where do I go when I'm in this position? I can go to this position. And from here, I can go to this position. So that's what you're doing. You're training your body to go from one point to another with efficiency and accuracy of position. So all of these things, we call it the geometry of position, but then also muscle memory. What is muscle memory? We have a mental memory. We kind of house information. The muscle memory is the body kind of learns it, and our body learns. Humans learn like this by developing muscle memory, and accuracy of position comes from how our body starts to recognize. But a lot of this learning, especially when you're first starting, is visual. So watch closely, pay attention to some of the things that we're doing, and then pay attention to where you start from, where you go to. So we did some work last time on the leg work. So while we're focusing on this, we don't focus on this. So if I'm doing one of these and one of these, I have to do one of these and one of those. You see how the hands and legs work together. That's really going to improve your execution. If I go from here, chunkyo, sliding step, and I turn to a punch, this hand knows to go here. When I step through, I don't just do this, right? What I do is I go like this, and then I go like this, right? So where should this hand be when I do this? So if I just do this, it's too small. We want the movement to go from here, and then it ends up there. So between this and this, we have two positions: diagonal strike, high block. So high block goes to this goes to high block, and then we go to this. And this is fourth form movements. So this gives you an idea when you practice your transitions. Watch what happens. I'm going like this, sliding step, punch. I step through. So between this and this, I have a setup. Between this and this, I have a setup. So you see, from 5 stances right into second form, you have a transition that's kind of similar, but yet you get your body to start to recognize I'm setting up. Setting up is when I go punch, punch, and I go like this, that's a setup for the kick. If I go like this, that's a setup for the dragon. If I'm here and I go like this, that's a setup for that. So you begin to understand what a transition is. And a transition is taking you from one place to another, from one place to another, right? So what do we have? We have this to dragon. We have this to drunken fist. What's the difference between this and this? Actually, no difference. What it is called cross hands. When you close it, it becomes that. You leave it open, it becomes that. So that's why we learn all these movements. And then over time, we start to build. We build control. So from here, look at this position. Look at this position. You see the cross hands? Cross hand, that's in here. So when we go like this, and we go like this, and we go like this, this, you have a cross hand, a cutting hand, a palm. So what do you do when you're in the palm position? You go like this. What do you do when you go like this? You go like this, and you go like this. So you can see how the cross hand positions sort of dictate what the next motion is going to be. So why would I go from here to here? Well, just think of this. If my hand is here, I did a palm strike. This has to come up if something comes here, right? So when this comes up, I intercept. Now you see, when I go like this, or I go like this, the body deflects and turns. Now you think of your body working together, right? If the hand goes like this, I already have a position here. When I go like this, it takes it over there, okay? So just through common sense, if my hand is here, how do I get it over here? I turn back to here. My hand is here, how do I get it over there? I turn to there. So you see how the body starts to build an event, sort of sequencing from here to here to here. So the hands become very natural at doing that. So that when you look at the hand, you go boom, 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 boom. It looks like a movement in Bangbu-kun, right? When we're here, we go like this. Okay? So when we're here, punching like that. When here, hooking like that. So you have the hook from here, which goes to here in the form. When we're uppercut, it goes here. Removing goes here. Stepping up. And what does this hand do? It goes here. So I'm just taking movements from the form. And you see what happens from here to here is a transition. My hand is here, comes in here, ends up like this, and it ends up like this. So you can see how a position becomes a technique. And remember earlier I said movements are directional. So what happens when I go like this? The hand is going that way. What happens when something is here? It goes that way. If it's over here, I go this way. If it goes here, I go this way. If I want to strike, it goes this way. You see? So that's what we're learning. And the body will cycle through these movements to develop a technique. So ultimately, all these movements that we're learning in the form becomes in the body. The body learns it as a programming. We program these movements in the body. You know, when you do something over and over again, it becomes recognized, and you get better at it because you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this. But this is isolated. You're doing only one side. We have to work both sides. Because my hand goes here. I have to strike here, right? Or protect here. Just like when we're here, this opens, we strike, that leaves us open, so we have to come back to here. So when we strike like this, when we drop here and pull back, that becomes that transition, even though we don't see it as the next movement. But this is actually what would have to happen. Now if I go like this, what happens when you strike out, turn, and pull? This becomes a pull. Becomes a pull. You see? So the forms teach you movements and direction. That's what I try to get across to anyone that's doing a form. You say, well, I'm just memorizing a bunch of movements. It's not really memorizing a bunch of movement. You're memorizing a series and a bunch of movements to understand the transitions, how to go from there to there, to here to there, efficiently. So this really is learning to drop your elbow, learning to punch. Whereas when you first started, you're only focusing on this. But then as you start to learn the movement, you have to focus on this, this, and this, because this is what's happening. This is what's happening. This is going up, this is going down, this is down, going up. Okay, this is going like this. We can do it like this. But we're working with the idea of a direction here, a direction here. If we do this, we actually can't tie the body into the movement. If we go like this, why do we do this? Because it's a circular movement. Our hands actually create an action like this. And if you create an action like this, because my hand is there, and I want a circular movement, if I go like this, you can see that that becomes this, 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 this. And the hands become efficient, and then you can strike. That becomes the edge of the hand. This becomes a back fist. This becomes a back fist. So the hands have to cycle through. You can go this way or this way, but this is taking it down. This is taking it up. So that gives you an idea that building coordination is really important. So this is coordination for these techniques, but coordination in general, how you're moving your hands, how you move your hands, how you move your hands, that actually is a big benefit, because if you're going to respond, if you don't do this, You don't know how to open and close your hands efficiently because I'm doing this and I'm doing this. How do you know what to do? If I'm going to chop like this, then you have to open and close the hands. So that's why even as simple as this, there's a reason to develop that action. If I go like this and I go like this, I close and I strike. Otherwise, it's like this, and then you don't even know what you're doing with your fingers. If I'm going like this, I'm striking. I'm going like this is a phoenix eye. Going like this is a punch. It's going a vertical punch, a horizontal punch. Back of the fist, edge of the hand, forearm. All of these become surfaces. So that's kind of what I want to get across here, that when we're doing movements, it's just not movement. It's actually it's a building process, and there's a method to how your body starts to recognize and learn. Now, if you're just taking the form and just memorizing and going through it, half a dozen, even one or two times, you won't see any real improvement in the execution till you start to bring in the ideas that we're talking about as a concept. When we're in a position like this, we have to develop that connection. We have to develop this connection. When we go like this, we have to develop this connection. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So what we have here is a horse stance. What we have here is a low block, uppercut, or a cross position. Now between the step, footwork, low block, position has to be here. Not there, not there. Here. This hand, up. That's a strike. A defensive position. Double position. But what's important is not just 1 and 2, it's this. You see the position. It's over here. It's the corner. When I go like this, that's another corner. And here. Now you look at this. It looks the same. It's balanced. One on each side. So where does this balance and position come from? It comes when the body starts to know that this is the position, this is the position, this is the position. So positioning is very important. And positioning is part of posturing. And posturing is defined as those sort of images, the pictures that you see. You don't see it here, but we have a lot of pictures. Even my teacher, his pictures are out there. They're showing you a position. Those positions define your space. And when you perfect these positions, when someone looks at your picture that you've taken, especially a trained eye, they can tell right away your level of understanding, your level of Kung Fu. Because if the positions are off, it means you haven't reached a stage of body intelligence that understands those positions. Now the transitions constantly will evolve too. We start off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. No connection. Then it ends up 1, 2. There's a connection. Now your legs involved with that. Take a step. You're still in position. So why go like this and take a step? Well, this hand staying here is not just because we're leaving it there. It's because if you block, you want to stay connected to your opponent so that you know where you're going to go with the next movement. So it's not just a matter of putting the hand in and doing that. You're actually building, because the movement from here to there, to there, to there, or there, to there, is a relationship of what's going to happen next. So it's building scenarios in movements so that you know I'm going from there to there, and something has to happen. So that's where the correctness comes into play. So I call it degrees of correctness. As you progress and the level of understanding changes, the level of transition and integration will change. So those degrees of correctness really is part of what is built into the level of your execution. When you block and this is here, this is coming like that. You're setting up to move. Boom. You're setting up to move. You're setting up to move. When this happens, remove, punch. Right? So that's that. 1. So when I move, I'm shrinking like this. I don't go here. I have to go from here. Then I have to go from here. Because once I turn, I'm exposed. So you have to set up. So when you set up, what are you setting up? You're setting up this because you have the option of this, this, or this. So you see, all of those things become reflex actions. So what I just did was this. I dropped my elbow. I could turn to this. So you can see what happens if I'm here. My elbow's like this. What do I have to protect here? I drop my elbow. What do I have to here? Something's here. The hand goes up. Boom. But I just can't go like this. I have to turn because this is going to come up. So these are, it's called body form, your body image. So this really kind of gives you a sample of what happens when you move to the intermediate level, to the more advanced level. It's all about those little transitions that make you efficient. Efficiency is not wasting movement. Wasting movement is doing something that's not necessary. So when you're in a position here, that's part of that movement. This is part of this movement, and this is part of it. You could break them down into the phases of your movement, and the phase of movement becomes a new transition or a new execution of a technique. Because a circle has lots of little points on it, right? You could break it into 8 pieces. The bottom, this corner, there, there. Along that circle is these points. Break it down into 8. That's all you need, right? So if I'm here and I go like this, I'm at this corner. I'm on this side. I'm over there, and then I'm finishing at 12 o'clock and 6. So that's like a clock. I go to 2 o'clock. I go down to here, go down to here. If you complete every one of those points, potentially could be a point of connection or interaction. How you touch those points varies by where your hands are going to go. So that's really kind of an explanation of why, martial arts or kung fu is more circular and more complete than something that looks purely linear. So the circular block is one of the things that we have in our style. This is actually a circular block. It goes from here to here to here. It passes to here and it comes down. So those circles, how you blend them, become your circle, your circular block. So this, like in Fu Hak, this is the same circle. You see? So the movements, when you learn them, are kind of pieces. When you connect those movements, they create a transition with upper body, the legs, and lower body, the legs, and the upper body, the hands. That's really the whole, strategy of what we're trying to improve, but then we don't understand it in the beginning. So to learn to apply the techniques and why we practice these basic things, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, gives you the idea that every movement is passing through a space, and those spaces are the points that you would interact with forces or movements that are coming into your space. We have to protect our space. And, there's a lot of stuff going on, today out there with the, people getting assaulted and the looting and all that stuff. So you're in a condition or a space like that, you have to protect your space. Everything that comes into your space is what you have to deflect or protect yourself against. I mean, the simplest way to protect yourself is to cover up. But we're not always cover up. The hand can only cover so much. But your limb can cover a bigger space. So that's why we have to learn to move within the space. When we go to the side or go to high, it's still our space. What goes on behind us, you never can see what's behind you, so you end up getting hit in the back. So that's why you have to be able to protect yourself 360 degrees, but the only way to do that is to turn or practice your footwork, right? So forth. When we turn in this direction, when we turn. These are ideas of footwork, and it takes us in a direction. So don't discount the fact that we don't have to move the legs, because without moving the legs, you really can't get to where you have to go. But don't forget, the legs are the way that you move in and out, side to side, and away. So if something comes your way and you can't, and you're overwhelmed, what do? You move your legs. And if it's really going to destroy you, you run. So running is a way of it. It's a defensive method. So footwork, you running is getting away, and you have to know how to do that. So when you backtrack, do you backtrack by looking away, or you backtrack by moving like this? This is the cross and behind. So see how when we're here and we go like this, and we turn and go like this, this is footwork, or that's crossing or sliding step backwards, forward. That's something that can be a drill, and you can work that on your own, working the sliding step, backward step, reverse step, cross stands, and transitioning throughout. Turning is really this way to stay in this direction, but turning is changing directions. So what I did here was I turned, I went this way. Turn, I went this way. If I cross, I went this way. If I step, I want to move to the side. Cross, I want to move to the side. Turn, turn. So you can see all the things that I just did just then came from your forms. What's in your form is footwork and a mapping of all the things that we're talking about is taking you in a direction. So that's why you need to practice your form more and more as you progress to get these patterns into your body. And then, once it's in your body, your form will improve. Your form improves, then you begin to develop a deeper understanding of the value of, the traditional form. So, Lucian, we're about time? Yeah. Okay, so give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Think about, if you're a student here, when you're going to come back. And subscribing is very important. That little red subscribe button, click on that. You'll get the notifications, and let us know. All right. On that note, I'll see you next time.